Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're in Blackpool at Blackpool North Station and we're about to bash a Northern Class 323 all the way to Manchester Airport. We're taking the 1622 service, which is formed of two Class 323 units, making it a 6-carriage service. Plenty of space for the journey, which takes us through the likes of Preston, Chorley, Bolton and then eventually Manchester. As we make our way onto our platform, sat to the side of our 323s was 195101, which was heading to York. Our 323s are 237 and 208. As you can see from the interior, 208 is an ex-West Midlands Railway unit, which moved up north in 2024. It's received the Northern livery, however is still awaiting an interior refurb.
Welcome on board this Northern train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Bolton. Keep tickets handy until you leave the station. Mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
After leaving Leighton, I moved forward to the front carriage. You'll hear the reason why after leaving Bolton North.
Welcome on board this Northern train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Preston and Manchester.
Didn't that just sound incredible? You can't beat a classic EMU like the 323s. I still find it mental that Northern decided to swap out their brand new Class 331 trains to allocate to other routes, for the 323s to be put on these Blackpool to Manchester Airport services. 331s still do operate some services. It's an even split between 323s and 331s. To find out allocations, I normally use real-time trains, which is what I did for today's video, so I knew if I was getting one or not. We then arrived at Kirkham and Wesham, where the Blackpool North and South line connect. Keep an eye out on the channel for a separate video which might include a ride on the Blackpool South line.
Welcome on board this Northern train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Preston.
Here's a quick look at the remaining stops for today's journey. Spoiler alert, there's a lot. We then arrived at Preston, the first major stop. We did pick up a delay of about 5 minutes here. There was a driver changeover, so we were waiting for our new driver to arrive. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that he was late from a break. But who knows. We did eventually get on our way, and we continued on our journey towards Manchester.
Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Wayland. Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Upshall Parkway.
Now let's talk about the cost of today's journey. An advance ticket for this specific train costs £13.30. However, with advance tickets, the price isn't always the same. And with an advance ticket, you have to book to travel on a specific train. If you wanted a flexible ticket where you could travel on any train, you could choose from off-peak or anytime tickets. For more information about tickets, head to the Northern website. I'm not sponsored, so you can Google it yourself.
Welcome on board this Northern Train to Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Ablington. Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Blackpool. Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Harwich Parkway. We now approaching Harwich Parkway. Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Stockbrook.
My impressions so far have been great. The 323 ride quality is incredibly smooth, the seats are comfortable and the legroom is sufficient enough. There was also a USB socket which let me charge my devices. Let's not forget that it also sounds incredible.
Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Bolton.
We then arrived at Bolton, the final major stop before hitting Manchester. We were running about 10 minutes late at this point, not sure why we picked up more of a delay, sometimes these things just happen naturally. The service was fairly busy however, after stopping at stations between Preston and here.
Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Suffolk Road.
As we come into Salford Crescent, you can see the brand new platform 3, which doesn't look far off being completed.
Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Deansgate.
Here we are heading into Manchester. Manchester is an incredible city and always somewhere I enjoy visiting or passing. The next stop, Deansgate, is also an interchange with the Metrolink trams, so you can catch a tram to the likes of Media City, the Trafford Centre, Altrincham and pretty much anywhere else on the Metrolink network.
Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Manchester Oxford Road. We're now approaching Manchester Oxford Road. If you're leaving the train here, please take a moment to ensure you have everything with you and keep tickets handy until you leave the station. Mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Manchester Piccadilly. Everything with you and keep tickets handy until you leave the station. Mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
We then arrived at Manchester Piccadilly, running about 7 minutes late. We were surprisingly able to make up time rather than lose it between Deansgate and Piccadilly, which is always congested. This was our final stop before running express on the final stretch to the airport.
Station. Welcome on board this Northern Train to Manchester Airport. The next station stop is Manchester Airport. We're now arriving at Manchester Airport, which is our final stop. If you booked assistance, one of our team will be on the way to help. Please take a few moments to check you have everything with you and keep your tickets handy as you may need them to exit the station. Next time, why not book your journey in advance and save using the Northern app or at northernrailway.co.uk. Thanks for choosing Northern, and we hope you enjoy the journey. Destination Manchester Airport.
And we made it. We arrived at Manchester Airport 10 minutes late. We did pick up a bit of a delay waiting for our platform to become available. Aside from that, I really enjoyed today's bash to the airport. It was then time for me to bash the other unit back to Manchester Piccadilly. So with that, thank you for watching, folks. If you want to see more content like this, like and comment down below. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.